2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round one of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy out on the course. We're excited to begin this week's coverage on 2K Sports and also what's in store for us this week. We head down to the 8th hole now. Now let's get out to the news of the day, and apparently our featured player has sparked a rivalry with their playing partner Tom Kim this week. Henny, surely that can't be right.
Luke, I am shaking my head, and this featured player should be shaking in their boots going up against Tom Kim. He's so talented. Why would you do that?
Well, there seems to be an exciting duel brewing here against Tom Kim. Let's see if our featured player has what it takes. A birdie putt awaits. And as we head to the next tee, our featured player leads by 2. The 9th hole at Pinehurst number 2 continues to feature a green that has so much going on, whether it's crowned or domed, but there's a lot of slope.
And there's a lot of slopes running into some bad spots, isn't there, Luke? Front, you're going back into the bunker. Long, you're going into a bunker. Try and hit it out to the right-hand side into a little flat, safe zone. Take your 2 putts and go on from there.
This putt for par here. Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
It's so subtle, but it is going to go right.
And Rich, as our featured player makes the turn, he seems to be doing everything right out there.
Always great to be in the lead, Luke. There's no doubt about it. But let's face it, lots of golf yet to be played. Let's see how this player handles it.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. He's setting up for his second shot. That's some good golf right there. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. And the player's left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Okay, let's get back to the action. This one's for birdie. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard. And that will take him to 3 under. On the 12th tee, the par 4. Again, it's not length, it's accuracy.
Most definitely. Fairway does pinch in there just a little bit, so players are going to have to decide whether to take driver or just a fairway metal. Second shot, again, to a green that is raised up above you, floats away on all sides of it, but this is a more realistic birdie opportunity.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Going with the 6-iron here. That's just inside the range.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage. there is the completion of a very nice day's work. Has the lead, Rich.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. The second round of the Daybreak Classic is set to begin. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam, and it's great to have you with us. This player starts their round in the lead. How should they approach today?
This player just needs to keep going out and just staying as relaxed as they have been, and don't take unnecessary chances. Just keep it simple, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts if you will, and see where it lands at the end of the day.
Now to the ninth. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Well played. 5 feet coming up to the cup.
This for a birdie.
And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And that will take him to 6 under. Hole number 10 is a par 5.
Just a long straightaway par 5. Really not much to it off the tee. Second shot, you've got to be mindful to put your third shot in a good position to maximize spin so you can control what the golf ball does once it lands on this green.
Already with multiple victories this season. Quality shot, that one. This is a lengthy putt here. And he's down there. You got to read.
Right to lefter, up the hill. Can be positive with this one.
That's a lovely looking stroke. Yes, sir.
What an amazing putt from way out.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got two bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a third back right. This is another solid hole.
Ah, absolutely flushed. Second shot here on the 11th.
This one is going straight at it.
That was a beauty.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Lining up the birdie putt here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The 12th hole is a par 4. Good shot there. It's a fairway finder for sure. Yeah, that one will play. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Currently 9 under for the event. Yeah, that's another really impressive performance, building upon the advantage, and it looks like taking a big lead going into the final 2 days.
What an amazing performance. Everything that this player has done has been absolutely spot on, flawless, if you like. Massive lead through 2 rounds, but lots of golf yet to be played.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. Good day, folks. It's time to get ready for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. It's moving day at the Daybreak Classic, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Luke Elvey and Rich Beam, as always, with you. Rich, this player's been having a lovely time. The leader, showing all the shots, making the plays. Expecting that to be the case today?
Well, that's what you expect him to do, but listen, we're playing golf, and golf is about as predictable as the weather. I mean, you got a 50-50 chance of getting it right most days, so this player's got to keep their nose out in front and keep doing what they're doing, because if they even remotely slow down and think about what they've accomplished, it's all over.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. And choosing the 8-iron here. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
It's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Just got to find a little bit more length to that putting stroke. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. He sits in first position. Teeing off here at the 15th hole.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And just checking back in with the standings, and he continues to lead this tournament. On the tee now, the par 4 16th. Looks like this one's heading safely for the fairway. Time for the second shot at the 16th. Great looking shot this. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot. Some work to do, however. He hasn't managed to birdie this hole this tournament. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Oh, this is like glass on these greens.
And that putt will drop. Well done. Currently 13 under for the event. Welcome to the par 3 17th hole.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. It's Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse. This putt here to get to 14 under the card. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
And down it goes. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Teeing off here at the lucky last, the 18th.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
Tee shot is looking good here. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 170 yards.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. Oh, that one looked pretty good off the blade, and it's looking pretty good on the green too. This would be to finish off the day with a birdie. And with that, this round comes to a close. And as the third round comes to a close, this player is in top spot on the leaderboard.
It's been a work of art from my point of view, and I got to say, I hope it continues for one more day.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Bean, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. .2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's find out who will win the Daybreak Classic. Hi, I'm Luke Elvey. Delightful to have your company once again as we head into the final round here, and our featured player who's been performing beautifully all week has one more round to close this thing out.
Just a monumental lead going in this final round. I mean, it's got to be debilitating to the other golfers around him. This player, he's so far past everybody right now, they've got to be scratching their heads going, how do we beat this guy?
Let's catch up with the play out at the 14th hole. Well, let's see if this march to victory lane is completed. Oh, well done. From around 170 yards here. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. 13 feet to the cup.
A really good look at birdie.
And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
Well, this one looks straight enough at the beginning, and it should take a turn to the right towards the hole.
He'll like the look at where he's standing on this leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Going with the 5-iron here. Lovely effort, that. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Looking for another birdie here.
And down it goes. Now an astonishing 18 under par with just a few to play.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
Here we find ourselves on the tee of a long par 4. Good looking shot this. Taking aim from around 240 yards out here. Just a little off with the accuracy there, unable to find the green.
And missing it long with that approach, not a good leave.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. Pretty sure he'll be happy to be back on the green. A par putt awaits. And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. This 17th hole is a par 3.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
This putt coming up is for birdie. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Okay, he's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck. That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
Setting up here from about 145 yards.
Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. This putt to win the event. A moment like that, Rich, just fills you with joy. What a performance.
3 on the season so far. This player is absolutely dominating right now. Great stuff.
And Rich, mark that down as one of the outstanding wins we'll see this season.
It's just one of these wins where you just want to sit back and just soak it all in and enjoy it.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports. Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're at one of golf's iconic venues, Torrey Pines, and our first round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. It's about to begin. Hello and welcome. It's great to have your company here on 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, right here in the booth, and out on the course is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Beamer, certainly set up for a stunner today at Torrey Pines South. What do you think these players face this week from the course?
They face a rude awakening. They haven't played too many golf courses yet this year, but they're going to run into Torrey Pines South, and you're going to figure out exactly how good a shape your golf game is in, because it's ruthless. And if you're not careful, you can go out there and shoot a big number in a hurry. It tests every facet of your game. This golf course is an absolute brute.
Let's head down to the fifth hole.
Our featured player is coming off a really nice string of birdies on the front nine. Luke, let's see if he can keep that momentum going, though.
Wow, he let the big dog eat there, didn't he? Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Right on 4 feet. Should make this one. That's signalling your intent. Go and get amongst it early.
Oh, that settles the nerves right there. Great stuff.
The 6 hole's a really cool par 5. Once you get back up onto the top of the hill here, you want to try and take on the corner of this par 5.
Yeah, taking it down the right-hand side, it will seriously reduce this par 5, but you got to avoid the rough. It can get really nasty. From there, you could possibly run it up between all those bunkers. There's one low spot area on the left-hand side of this green that will come into play should you get your distance control a little bit wrong. That dog will hunt.
Well, this will be a big birdie here. Good putt to make. Okay, John, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's looking down the barrel of a 24-foot putt.
Ooh. This putt is of 9 feet. And it's a 3-stroke advantage for our leader as we head to the next hole. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it out those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
And this shot from about 150 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. That is a golf shot dialed in right to the number.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Oh, he's on fire today, building upon his lead hole after hole. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par. And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. The 8th at Torrey Pines South is an uphill par 3. It can be a hole in one hole, or it can be an absolute brute to even find the green, depending on where that hole location is.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. That will drop, and it will extend the lead.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Luke, it's just a straight par 5, 615 yards. You got to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and hopefully hit a straight third shot. It can get challenging when they put the pin on the top left tier. That's when you can put a little too much spin on it and have it come chasing down to the front part of the green. That's no good.
Setting up for his 3rd shot. Well, that's a handy shot. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
He's got this one for birdie.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today. And that will move him to 6 under par. There's no doubt about it, Rich. This is an outstanding position to be in.
I got to say, every facet of this player's game was in great shape today. Lots of golf yet to be played. Looking forward to watching it.
And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. That's pretty nice, eh, Rich?
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
Well, that was a thrilling day. And on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. Welcome, everyone. It's time to get ready for the gripping season-long pursuit of the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. We're back in beautiful La Jolla, California for the second round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open. G'day everyone, Luke Elvey here. Delighted to have your company. Rich, as this round begins, what are your thoughts on this particular player?
Yeah, right now the game plan is working, but they still have to go out there and play off the front foot, play on offense, and not worry about who's chasing them.
This is looking pretty good in the air.
Rose seems to have been pretty confident so far, perhaps even a bit smug. But after what this player has produced, she's looking a little nervous now.
And now that finds him in first place. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Time for the second shot here on the second hole. Yeah, that was a safe play. And he's down there. You got to read?
You know, to my eye, it's looking a little left to right.
Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Currently at 10 under par overall. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
And let's catch up now with Rose Zhang. Oh, be the right club today. And back to the play, shall we? An opportunity for a birdie here. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
Let's go to the fourth. It's a par 4.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
Well, there's some great new stars in the women's game, but Rose Zhang's really one of the brightest out there. She stepped right up onto the big stage early in her career, but she just seems to be going to another level right now.
Well, it was astonishing coming right out of the amateur game and winning so quickly her first start on the LPGA Tour, and that just doesn't happen. You know, who does that? I mean, a handful of players in the game have ever done that, and to watch her go out there and just kind of make that move seamlessly, that's only for world-class players, which is exactly what she is. I just can't wait to watch her progress and see exactly what her limit is, because right now I don't think she has one.
Oh, what a performance, Rich. Absolutely dominating performance.
It's been absolutely flawless so far. I cannot wait to see what this player produces tomorrow.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, are thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Our third round coverage of the Farmers Insurance is about to kick off here in beautiful La Jolla, California. Hi everyone, I'm Luke Elvey. Lovely to have you with us today once again. And Rich, as we keep an eye on our featured player, that's a lovely position to be in with a weekend to play.
Well, this is where everything starts to get a little bit real for these players now, isn't it? 36-hole lead. You're sitting on that lead with just 36 to go, and you're the hunted. This is going to be fun.
Second shot here on the 5th. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Just 3 feet to the cup. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day.
Trying to make a statement early and often.
The 6th hole is a par 5.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
3 wins already this season. Attaboy, good shot. Well, this will be a bonus, right on 17 feet from here.
Who doesn't love a birdie putt?
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Some momentum being built now. That's back-to-back birdies.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here.
This fairway slopes pretty good from left to right. Players want to start it out at the fairway bunker down the left-hand side and just hit a gentle fade off of that. Second shot here is to an elevated green. Don't go long whatsoever here. That's when the barranca and the canyons come into play.
Good shot there, Beamer. This is his second shot.
Yep, okay. This is at the green.
Outstanding shot. High quality. 5 feet coming up to the cup. Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. Still in the lead now after that hole. Lovely momentum for this player after that birdie at the last hole. Keep it rolling.
This green is not deep. It's wide. It's got a lot of movement from east to west, just not a lot of room north to south. You find the right section of this green, you could find yourself a nice little deuce.
Putting for birdie. That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field. Currently in first position. So another impressive display on top of the leaderboard, though. Rich, is plenty to play for.
Yes, you always want to be in first place going into the final round. In saying that, it can be uncomfortable as well. We'll have to see how this player tomorrow handles the pressure.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Bean, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Well, it's that gorgeous meeting of surf and turf here at La Jolla, California. The final round coverage of the Farmers Insurance Open is on now. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. Rich, our featured players had a tremendous week leading this championship going into the final round, but to have a multiple major champion right on their heels, that can't feel too good.
Most definitely. He's out there. He's got an arm's length kind of do a little Heisman to the rest of the field at the moment. However, that can be a little uncomfortable to play with at times. We've seen leads like this go by the wayside pretty quickly in times gone by.
That's a good-looking shot there. Henny, what's the player facing here?
You're going to need 1 or 2 clubs more because this green is sitting up.
Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Holding steady in first place after that one. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
Nice tee shot here. A little bit more room to the right than the players really feel like there is. However, that also brings a rough on the right-hand side into play, and you don't want to be there, especially with this green that's set right back against the canyon. It's a difficult second shot, almost an infinite edge pool look, if you will. You really have to bear down and make sure you have a good idea of your distance control on your second shot.
Outstanding approach shot. Always nice to have a birdie putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
This is a 12-footer here.
Well, it's a good effort. Just missing the birdie there. Just a short putt remaining here. That's got to be frustrating. Hit such a great approach shot in, but wasn't able to convert. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Here we are on the par 4 15th hole.
Why are the straightaway par 4s the hardest ones? We have another one right here. It's just straight away with the drive, nothing fancy about it. You find the fairway and you're left with another long iron second shot. You got a front right bunker that should see plenty of action. The one on the left, though, that's a big no-no spot, as this green does tilt pretty good from back to front.
Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Well, this putt's going to go down the hill and also break to the right.
Well, would have been nice to get the birdie, but a par never hurts. And that should secure the par on this one. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. The 16th is a par 3.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
This would be a great up and down. Oh, well played. Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. He's currently sitting in first place. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
His second shot here. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Fantastic approach, right at it. Rose Zhang is having a word with her caddy after that shot. Not sure if it's related or not, but the rivalry seems to be heating up here.
And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. Here we are on the last, and it's a par 5.
I tell you, this is probably one of the, if you talk about risk reward par 5s on the PGA Tour, this has got to be up near the top of the list. You find the fairway, it's just begging you to go for it. You got the water fronting the green, and you have deep bunkers both right and left. But with the history of this hole, you got to go for it, don't you?
A 3-time victor already this season. Well, that'll work there. And if this chip drops, he'll win the event. Oh, I thought that one was going in. This putt to take home the title. And there's your Farmers Insurance Open winner. A victory at Torrey Pines, extra special in anyone's career, Rich.
Hats off to this player for winning this week, grinding out a victory on the very difficult South Golf Course over the weekend.
And Rich, that seemed like a leisurely waltz to victory, didn't it?
Those are the wins you dream of, isn't it? Where it's just a walk in the park. You're just out there for an afternoon stroll. Oh, by the way, here's the trophy at the end of that walk. Great win.
Well, that just about concludes our coverage. I'm Luke Elvey, and on behalf of Rich Beam, plus all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's good night for now.